If you're watching this with 10 tabs open, one assignment half done, your phone in your hand, and that heavy feeling in your chest that says, I know what I should do, so why am I still not doing it? This video is for you. Not for the perfect student, not for the naturally disciplined guy, not for the girl who wakes up at 5 a.m. smiling. This is for the student who is tired of starting over every Monday, tired of making plans and breaking them by lunch, tired of watching life move forward while you stay stuck in the same cycle. And listen, you are not lazy. You are not broken. You are probably just overwhelmed, distracted, and running on a system that keeps killing your motivation. So no, this video is not about just work harder. This is about how to stop waiting to feel motivated and start building a life where action happens even when motivation doesn't. Because 2026 is not the year we stay stuck. 2026 is the year we move, even if it's messy, even if it's small, even if it starts today with one step. Let's fix this. Here's the truth most students need to hear. Motivation is not something you have. It's something your brain creates when action feels possible. That means when your work feels too big, your brain avoids it. When your room is chaotic, your brain feels chaotic. When your day has no structure, your energy gets wasted on deciding what to do next. And then you blame yourself. But the real problem is not your personality, it's friction. Too much friction between you and the thing you need to do. So in this video, I'm going to break your day into 3 simple parts: morning, afternoon, and evening. Because if you can win these 3 moments, you can rebuild your momentum faster than you think. Let's start with the moment that decides almost everything. Most students don't lose the day at night. They lose it in the first 30 minutes after waking up. You wake up, you check your phone, a reel becomes 10 reels, a message becomes a conversation, a quick scroll becomes a stolen morning, and now your brain has already tasted easy dopamine before doing anything hard. That's why studying feels impossible. Your brain always compares options. If one option is discomfort and effort, and the other is instant reward and zero effort, guess what wins? Exactly. So the first rule of 2026 is simple. Protect your first hour. Not perfectly, just intentionally. When you wake up, do not ask, what do I feel like doing? Ask, what is the first useful action? That question changes everything. For some of you, that first useful action is making your bed. For some, it's washing your face. For some, it's sitting with your notebook and writing the top 3 things for today. Small actions matter because they send a message to your brain. I am awake, I am in control, we are moving now. And science backs this. Action creates momentum. Your brain gets a little reward from completing something. That reward makes the next action easier. So stop trying to begin the day with a giant burst of inspiration. Start with a tiny win. Here's a simple morning reset. Wake up, drink water, don't touch your phone for 20 minutes, stand near sunlight if you can, write one task that matters today, and then spend just 5 minutes starting it. 5 minutes, that's it. Because the hardest part is almost never the work, it's the start. And if 5 minutes feels too small, good, that's why it works. You are not trying to impress anyone, you are training your brain to stop resisting. You don't need a perfect morning routine, you need a morning that doesn't destroy your focus before your day even begins. And once you win the morning, now we need to protect the next danger zone, the afternoon. This is where most students collapse. By afternoon, your energy drops, your brain is tired, your motivation disappears, and suddenly even opening the laptop feels like lifting a truck. This is where procrastination gets loud. But let me tell you something important. Procrastination is usually not laziness, it's emotional avoidance. You delay the task because the task makes you feel something you don't want to feel. Maybe confusion, maybe boredom, maybe fear of failing, maybe pressure because you already wasted time. So instead of doing the task, you escape the feeling. You scroll, you snack, you clean your desk for no reason. You watch productivity videos instead of being productive. And the worst part? You know you're doing it. That's the painful part of student life. Not just being behind, but watching yourself fall behind in real time and feeling powerless to stop it. If that's you, breathe. You are not weak. You just need a better response. When procrastination hits, don't say, "I need to finish this." That sounds too heavy. Say, "I only need to reduce the resistance." Here's how. Make the task smaller than your excuses. Not study biology, just open chapter 3. Not write the essay, just write the first ugly sentence. Not finish revision, just review for 10 minutes. This works because your brain hates uncertainty more than effort. Big tasks feel blurry, small tasks feel clear, and clarity creates action. Another trick, use a focus sprint. Set a timer for 25 minutes. Put your phone away, work on one thing only. When the timer ends, take a short break. This is powerful because your brain can tolerate discomfort when it knows there's an ending. Forever feels painful. 25 minutes feels doable. Also, change your environment. If your bed is next to your study table, your brain is confused. If your phone is face up beside your notebook, your attention is already gone. Make the good habit easier, make the bad habit harder.
Put your phone across the room. Keep your book open before you sit down. Use headphones if noise distracts you. Go to the library if your room makes you lazy. Discipline is not just mental strength, it's smart design. And one more thing. Stop waiting to feel ready. Some days you will feel focused. Some days you won't. Some days your mind will be sharp. Some days it will feel like fog. Show up anyway. Because when you only act on good days, your progress becomes random. But when you act even on average days, your life starts changing. And that brings us to the part nobody talks about enough, the evening. A lot of students ruin their future at night, not because they fail, but because they respond to failure the wrong way. You didn't do enough today. Now you feel guilty, so you avoid thinking about tomorrow. Then you numb yourself with videos, games, scrolling, or fake planning. And suddenly another day is gone. Listen to me carefully. You do not need more self-hate. You need a reset. Because guilt without action is just emotional pain. At night, stop asking, "Why am I like this?" Ask, "What made today harder than it needed to be?" That question is honest and useful. Maybe you slept too late. Maybe your phone stayed near you all day. Maybe your task list was unrealistic. Maybe you tried to do everything at once and froze. Good, now you know. The goal is not to judge yourself. The goal is to adjust the system. A strong evening routine is not about being aesthetic. It's about lowering tomorrow's friction. So, before bed, do 3 things. First, clean your space for 5 minutes. A clear space helps create a clear start. Second, write tomorrow's first task. Not 10 tasks, just the first one. Third, go to sleep at a time that protects your brain. Sleep matters more than students admit. Lack of sleep kills focus, memory, mood, and willpower. It makes easy things feel hard. It makes hard things feel impossible. You cannot build a motivated life on an exhausted brain. And if today was bad, don't carry that identity into tomorrow. A bad day is data, not destiny. You are allowed to restart again and again and again.
That is not weakness, that is growth. Now, let's get to the biggest mindset change of all. If you keep saying, "I'm trying to be motivated," you will always feel unstable, because motivation comes and goes. Instead, say this: "I am becoming someone who takes action." That is identity, and identity is powerful. A motivated student says, "I hope I feel like studying." A disciplined student says, "I study because that's who I'm becoming." See the difference? One depends on mood, the other depends on standards. This is why tiny habits matter so much. Every time you start, even for 5 minutes, every time you put your phone away, every time you sit down when you don't feel like it, you are voting for a new identity. You are proving to yourself, "I can trust me." And honestly, that might be what you need most right now. Not more hacks, not more pressure, not another perfect timetable you'll abandon in 2 days. Maybe what you need is to believe that your life can actually change, because it can. You are not behind forever. You are not the only one struggling, and you are not doomed to repeat this version of yourself. Some of you are carrying silent frustration every day, smiling outside, panicking inside, looking calm to everyone else while feeling like you're losing control. I get it. But your story does not end with burnout. It does not end with distraction. And it definitely does not end with, "I guess this is just who I am." No, not in 2026. So, here's the challenge. Not tomorrow, not next Monday, not after you get your life together. Right now. After this video ends, do one thing. Open the assignment. Read 1 page. Write 1 paragraph. Set 1 timer. Clean 1 corner of your desk. Plan 1 important task for tomorrow. 1 action. That's how momentum begins. You do not need to fix your whole life tonight. You just need to stop proving to yourself that you always wait. Be the student who starts, even badly, even tired, even late. Because once you start, you give yourself a chance. And that chance can change everything. If this video hit you personally, good. That means you're awake now. And if you're serious about making 2026 your comeback year, subscribe to the channel. Share this with a friend who's been feeling stuck too. And in the comments, write this: "I take action now." Not because it sounds cool, because this time you mean it. Now, close this video and go do the thing you've been avoiding. I'm rooting for you.